Hey guys, DB Right here, and well, first of all, I apologise for not uploading in a little while. Things have been a little bit crazy here lately, and I felt kind of overwhelmed, so I took a little bit of a break from making videos and whatnot. But I am back now, and I've also been working on a new fun comic project that isn't just a comic book, it's also an RPG. So you don't just read this comic, you play through it, but more on that in some other video. We're here to discuss more What If Fasha survived Dragon Ball What Ifery. And this time, we're covering the movies. So, I think I might do the movies one at a time. After all, there's enough content for a whole movie to cover the length of a What If, I think. Anyway, we'll see how we go. If it ends too quickly, I'll do World's Strongest as well. Anyways, now Fasha's appearance in Deadzone. My first initial thoughts is that yes, I do think her appearance in the story would make a huge difference with how things may turn out in the story, with Fasha being as powerful as she is, and not to mention all the years training up with Kakarot, making them both stronger in the process, and of course their son Gohan, who is a pure Saiyan who's also into training. Yeah, come to think of it, the movie could play out potentially very differently, although I think the opening would be the same, so we'll start from there, from the opening, where Piccolo is attacked by Garlic Jr. and his minions at the start, and is essentially nearly destroyed by them. Even Kami sensing, getting that feeling that like he was gonna die, and actually thought that Goku did it, but I guess in the end he actually sensed who was really responsible for that. After all, Goku doesn't just go around killing Piccolo, especially if it means Kami dies too. As I recall, Goku wanted him around. And well, yes, to the Dragon Team, Goku is still Goku to them, head injury and all that. Fasha didn't find Goku until the World Martial Arts Tournament when Goku was battling against Jackie Chun. So, yes, Goku would have gone through the name change, but Fasha would still call Goku Kakarot. Which, of course, all Saiyans tend to call Goku Kakarot. And I think I forgot that some point during the line when I did the original series. So yes, to the Dragon Team, Goku is Goku. To other Saiyans in the series, it's Kakarot. Alright. So, continuing on with the story. So next, well, Kakarot's gone fishing, providing for his family, his wife Fasha, Grandpa Gohan, and of course, little Gohan, who has also been born. Now, Gohan's current fighting ability and power level, not quite on par with his parents, but he's still pretty strong for his age. Like, certainly stronger than what Goku was at his age, let's put it that way. And well, Gohan is actually into studying as well, so he's also doing studying sessions whenever he sees Bulma. And because Fasha really got along with the Dragon Team, she actually allowed Goku and the rest of the family to socialize with the Dragon Team a lot more than Chi-Chi would have, if Goku had have married Chi-Chi like he did in the original. And if you're gonna ask me, how does Goku marry Fasha? Isn't she like old enough to be his mother? Well, if I recall too, I think it was part 4 where I answered this question in What If Fasha Survived, the original series. Fasha used the Dragon Balls during the whole time where both she and Kakarot are being trained on Kami's lookout in preparation to face Piccolo Jr. in the World Martial Arts Tournament, which basically essentially ended Dragon Ball the series before moving into Dragon Ball Z. Well, during that 3-year time gap, since there was 3 years, 3 Dragon Ball wishes they could use, we used one of them for Fasha to reduce her age about 20 years or so she would match Goku's age. Just basically, her thoughts were she didn't want to grow old and then leave Kakarot, leaving him to basically grow old alone as the last Saiyan, at least to their knowledge at the time. So she was trying to spare Kakarot having to go through that. They could grow old together, and the Saiyan race can go out together. That was her sentiment at the time. So there we go. That took care of the age difference, and well, yeah. And since Saiyans, really do respect strength, it was just sort of a shoo-in that the two were gonna bond and even fall for each other all the time they spent together throughout the story. And with that, they had Gohan as well. Alright, so I hope that has caught you up a little bit. Now continuing with the story. Now, just like the original, the Spice Boys, Ginger, Nikki, and Sancho, attack our heroes, and they do manage to knock out Fasha and Grandpa Gohan. They just basically caught them off guard, as you will. Fasha is essentially pretty powerful and could beat them one-on-one, but they basically just used a similar tactic to how they got the best of Piccolo. An ambush tactic. After all, I'm pretty sure those guys can sense energy too, and are well aware Fasha was pretty powerful. And, well, as for grabbing Gohan, not being as strong as his parents, was basically overwhelmed by the trio, but he didn't go down without a fight. Gohan being taken with him, and of course the Dragon Ball stolen as well, and brought before Garlic Jr. himself, and Garlic Jr. wanted to make Gohan his pupil. That remains the same. And, well, once Goku was able to get Fasha to come too, they go straight to Roshi's place, where, of course, they meet up with Krillin and Bulma, who's there for some reason, and, she was, nice enough to, lend them the Dragon Raider so they could go find their son, and of course, hopefully retrieve Gohan's Dragon Ball as well. Grandpa Gohan's Dragon Ball. Remember, he's alive too. Hang on, no he's not. No, he's not. You see, I gotta remember what I said in the other stories. But no, Grandpa Gohan is not alive. I gotta remember Fasha found him in the World Martial Arts Tournament, so yeah, Grandpa Gohan still would have been stepped on. Sometimes I get the what if Fasha and Gine survived story mixed up with this one, so sorry guys. So yeah, Grandpa Gohan's not alive, sorry. My bad. Backhand. But still, so yes, Goku would be wanting to get Grandpa Gohan's Dragon Ball back for the sentimental purposes. Come on, you gotta admit it's funny when I mess up. Alright, so with that, Garlic Jr.'s men managed to grab the Dragon Balls just like they do in the original, and Garlic Jr. summons Shenron and gains his immortality, just like he does in the original, with Goku and Fasha more or less showing up just after that, and of course, Kami showing up as well. And them, well, having their little bit of an interaction. We don't care about any of that. We just want our son back. And, well, Fasha and Kakarot, of course, pretty much bolt straight for the entrance to Garlic Jr.'s palace, or castle, if you want to call it that. I suppose it does look more like a castle, really, than a palace, but I suppose that's not really There's no difference. No. Look it up. Difference between palace and a castle. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. It's essentially the same thing. So anyway, we get the battle between the same couple, Fasha and Goku, battling against the Spice Boys, and with Goku having his wife there to accompany him in battle, the Spice Boys are having a harder time overpowering the two Saiyans. Together, they're quite a force to be reckoned with, forcing them to power up to their maximum power, becoming, essentially a bit more gigantic and muscles bulging up. The battle more or less evened itself out in its way, and well, this is where, of course, Krillin and Piccolo stepped in before the Spice Boys could do any serious damage to Goku and Fasha, and, well, Krillin, of course, is in charge of looking for Gohan, making sure he's safe, while Piccolo being all, I didn't come here to help you guys, I got a score to settle with them. And well, this leaves Piccolo off to battle Sancho like he does in the original, while Fasha and Goku are able to team up and essentially dispatch of Nikki and Ginger really easily. After all, they are husband and wife and had developed battling as a team. They do function quite well. Essentially, the Spice Boys did not stand a chance, especially with Piccolo helping out. And meanwhile, Kami was doing everything he could to try to stop Garlic Jr., but with Garlic Jr.'s immortality, it proved to be useless as Kami was running low energy quick. And, well, this is where our trio of heroes essentially face off against Garlic Jr., who powers up to his maximum power. And, well, it proved to be a more even fight. As we saw with most of the original fight, Garlic Jr. mostly dominated the original fight between Goku and Piccolo in the original movie. With Fasha there, it's more or less a more even fight. And, well, of course, Goku and Piccolo take off their weighted armor, their weighted clothing, and they essentially do one final rush with Garlic Jr. and with Fasha there as well. Garlic Jr. is pretty much overwhelmed by the sudden increase of power and is taken out, ultimately destroyed by the trio. Or so they thought. He's immortal, remember? And, well, Piccolo is thinking of challenging Goku and Fasha right here and there, and while they're fighting amongst themselves there, Garlic Jr. just re-emerges from the rubble of his castle and activates his secret technique, the Deadzone, in an attempt to suck everyone up, like he does in the original. And, well, this essentially ends the same way with Gohan waking up, and mysteriously, he's able to just stand there. Now, remember, like I said, Gohan does have some uses with his ki, and he does have some experience using his ki, and does know how to fight and whatnot. However, there's always been some sort of mysterious latent potential within the boy, just like his original counterpart, pretty much. And, well, now that he's really been angered for pretty much the first time in his life, that potential is beginning to leak out of Gohan, and the suction is not having any effect on Gohan whatsoever. Leave my family alone! And rather than just angrily blasting an out-of-control attack knocking Garlic Jr., he knocks Garlic Jr. in with a Kamehameha! Like a real powerful, supercharged one, knocking Garlic Jr. into the Deadzone, saving the world, his family, and well, that essentially ends the movie. Difference is Gohan knowing exactly what he did. And well, Fasha couldn't be more proud of her son displaying that kind of power, because that power, in that instant, that moment, was definitely higher than both Fasha and Goku's put together. And well, essentially, this is where we leave off the movie Deadzone. So I guess, really, the biggest difference that Fasha made in the movie is that Goku didn't get anywhere near as banged up as he did in the original. Nor did Piccolo or any of them. They pretty much got out of the whole situation without so much as a scratch. So other than that, I suppose the movie pretty much played out pretty similar. Anyway, we'll see how World's Strongest plays out once I cover that and have a good think about how Fasha's appearance, and not just Fasha's appearance, because Raditz will be appearing in this version of World's Strongest, because he doesn't die in this reality, and he actually joins with Fasha and Goku, especially after Fasha tells them that it was Frieza that blew up planet Vegeta. Anyways, more on that next time. I hope you guys enjoyed the first installment of What If Fasha Survived. Dragon Ball Z Movie Edition. Or Movie Special 1. No, you know what? We'll title this What If Fasha Survived Deadzone. You can't mistake it that way. You know what it's about. And, as always, guys, thanks for liking and subscribing. Don't forget to leave your comments and your thoughts in the discussion. Your thoughts in the comments, and let's get this discussion going. And I'll see you guys again next time. Oh, yeah, it's been that long since I've done a video. I've forgotten how to talk. Anyways, I will see you guys again next time. Catch you later.